Now then, people, what's good? Welcome back to the Just Joe football show and your first pre-recorded preview of the season. I'll do a big match live preview this evening as well. It is Friday, the 12th of September. We are one day away from the Festival of Football again. Saturday games locked off, Sunday games locked off. Here we go on the Just Joe football show. I said, here we go.
Here we go.
Shut up. As Fabrizio Romano would say, we're here to talk Fulham versus Leeds United. And it's not our first, is it? I guess it's our first winnable or a game that we can get points from down in the capital. Because I didn't really expect us to get anything from Arsenal. This one, although I don't expect us to win, I'm thinking, listen, we can get something. If we can get anything from Fulham, from Craven Cottage, I'm happy. Genuinely, I'd take a point now. I'm not even going to lie. Fulham aren't the team they were. Remember, Fulham stayed up the season we went down. They came up with Marco Silva. They did bits. They continue to improve. Okay, Silva's not happy with the transfer business, but they still brought in 2 new wingers. He probably wanted more, but they have a very, very strong squad. They have a very, very good team with a lot of players that I like. Likes of Joachim Andersen. When I was surprised that he went from Palace, but Joachim Andersen, Calvin Bassey, he's levels. Robinson, who I believe will be fit. He didn't go on international duty. He's played off the bench against Chelsea and Man United. I think he starts against us, which isn't great, which isn't good news. Tete at right back. Lukic, Sanderberg. We all like Sanderberg, right? We all remember him at Sheffield United. Harry Wilson, of course, Leeds United tried to sign him. I don't know if Chukwueze will start, the new signing, but Kevin on the left. You've got Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi is so underrated. He's that kind of player. I say Alex Iwobi and they go, he's rubbish. It's like, you don't watch Alex Iwobi, do you? Then in the 10, you've got the young upstart, the teenage sensation that's coming through at Fulham. Josh King, top player. Scored his first goal against Chelsea before it was incorrectly chalked off. And then up top, it's either Raul Jimenez or Rodrigo Muniz. We know about Rodrigo Muniz because Leeds United were linked to Rodrigo Muniz. And of course, in the dugout, they have Marco Silva, who is tried and tested at this level. And he has made Fulham now a comfortable Premier League side. Fulham aren't looking over their shoulders. They're thinking, yeah, we'll be mid-table. It is what it is. Maybe we'll enter the top half of the table. Maybe we'll have a little knock on Europe for a part of the season before we ultimately tumble down a bit. And that's not meant in any way disrespectful. I just see them being perennial mid-table at the minute. That could change, right? That could change. But they have a good coach, a good setup, and a good team. Established Premier League side. Leeds United do not have that. You know, we're going to be looking at Caldalo in goal. Ain't great. There's concerns over Lucas Metra and Pirro up top. Ain't great. Noah Okafor still yet to start a game in the Premier League. Dan James on the right or Brendan Aronson. I'm not sure. One thing's positive, though, for Leeds United is the fact, well, 2 things. Ampadu and Tanaka are back available. I believe they've been training longer than the manager let us know in the presser, but he was being coy with it. But that will strengthen our midfield. I don't think Tanaka will come in, however. I think he'll keep Sean Longstaff. He had the man of the match performance against Newcastle and doesn't deserve to be taken out. Of course, Anton Stack starts. And then, of course, his Captain Fantastic, Ethan Ampadu, comes straight back into the side. We saw it in the Championship. If the guy's fit, he plays. He is Daniel Farke on the pitch. He'll come straight back in. And he is better than Gruev, right? There's a significant drop-off. I like Gruev. You know I do. But there is a significant drop-off from Ethan Ampadu. So Ethan comes straight back in. Back 4 for me will remain unchanged as well. I'm still not convinced on Pioli. He didn't have a good international break either, if I'm being totally honest. But hey-ho. Keep getting told he is the man. But we'll see. But I'm okay with that back 4. Pascal Struijk in there. I really, really like. I think he's performed really well. Apart from against Arsenal. But who had a good performance against Arsenal? No one. Nada. Zilch. Gone. Yeah, we got slapped up 5-0. It was long. So let's hope our visit to the capital is much better this time around. I think personally, and I can only speak honestly, this is the thing. This is the flip that Just Joe had. Remember under Bielsa, I'd be like, yeah, we'll win this. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. Let's go. I don't care who we're playing. I knew this time around. I learned my lesson from the last time. It had been so long. I know what the Premier League's about. And I know a point on the road, a point a game isn't too bad. I understand where we are as a football club. Maybe I was naive last time around. So if you could give me a point from Fulham, which it stinks to say that as a Leeds United fan, and that's no disrespect to Fulham, but to say, oh, I'll take a point at Craven Cottage. It's like, what? Eh? Are you all right? Now on match day, it'll change, right? But 1-0, 0-0, I'll take it. Now, I did speak to JC, the Fulham fan, and he said they struggle to break down low blocks, etc. We have shown off the ball defensively under Farker, even in the Championship when we were so attacking, we still conceded the least XG on our goal, even more so or less so than Burnley did. The only reason we conceded more than Burnley is because we had Flappy in goal. It's a shame that Perry isn't fit because we've got another Flappy. I genuinely think Darlow and Melier are one and the same. Sorry, it is what it is. But yeah, we can set up defensively. Now, if we can nick a goal, why not 1-0? Who knows? The problem is scoring goals. Leeds are yet to score a goal from open play. Okafor wasn't mentioned in the presser, but the fact that he wasn't mentioned when they were talking about injuries makes me believe he's fit. Good. I want to see something. I'd actually drop James to the bench. I don't think he had a good international break either. Forgive me, I didn't watch Wales just based on what I read and saw. So I would put Nonto on the right. I thought him and Bogle dovetailed well. I still stand by it until someone proves me different that Bogle's the best winger at our football club. And he'll be able to get forward because Robinson will, which will leave space in behind. Maybe we go with Nonto on the right with a view to bringing on James late on. Because what we can see, once we get that first goal, I expect Leeds United to drop in and say, right, come, break us down. And that's when you can use the pace on the counter, which we haven't really had the opportunity to do yet because we haven't gone in front early enough to hold on to a lead and catch people on the counter. We just haven't. So, yeah, I just want to see us score a goal from open play. Like, my mind goes, do you know what? Even if we get beat 2-1, if we score a goal from open play, I can relax a little. Because we're still not done it. And we've played 3 games, admittedly against some top opposition. If you look at Everton now, people are picking, touting them for the top 10 now. Newcastle Champions League side, Arsenal going to be title challengers. So we've had a difficult run. I would argue we've had the most difficult run of the newly promoted sides, and we got 4 points. It's a good return. But these next 4 games are huge for Leeds United and will give me a real understanding of where we're going to be. I'd take 4 from 4. If you get me more than that, I'm buzzing. If you get me 6 from them 4 games, we want to win. I'd love a win. I'd love to be able to say in the post-match reaction and say to you, 8 more wins, people. 8 more wins. Let's go. Because we know we need 10 wins. And then with the points that we pick up elsewhere, we'll see us safe. Can we get that against Fulham? I'm not too sure. It's going to be difficult. Ideally, we need to score first. If they score first, listen, where I worry, if Pirro or Mecha start, and Mecha's better than Pirro for what we need, I just haven't seen him get on the end of any chances yet. I need Calvert-Lewin to be starting because he's going to hassle and harry Bassey and Joachim Andersen and get on the end of chances. Trust me, Bassey is a monster. He's athletic as hell. Pirro against them, it'll be long. It'll be very long. Yeah, so my head's at like, tell me please that Calvert-Lewin's going to start. I want to see him start for Leeds United and I want to see him get a goal. The midfield, I'm not concerned about. I'm not concerned about. I think we can battle enough with King, Sanderberg, and Sasa Lukic at Fulham. I think we can. We've seen with our midfield, we can battle with the best. So I've no concerns there. I've no concerns at fullback, at centre-back even. It is just that forward line. We need Leeds United to start putting the ball in the back of the net. And I think we will this weekend. I don't know how that goal will come. Even if it's a set piece, I'll take it. I wouldn't mind it from open play. But I do think the game will actually be a draw. I do think Leeds will score, and I think Fulham will score. And I think you could see another draw for Fulham. Now, you may look at their record and say, okay, well, Fulham haven't won a game yet, but they played Brighton away. They were better than Man United in the second half, and they were better than Chelsea. If it weren't for VAR, they'd have probably won that game. They lose it 2-0. So, yeah, Fulham are a very good side. Leeds United are new in the Premier League. It's London. Yeah, I'd love us to win it. Genuinely, you wouldn't understand because then my chest would be out here repping bloody 200 kgs. But a draw's a big result, and then we move on to Wolves. But I want to know your thoughts in the comments. What would your lineup be? My lineup, as I've said, same back four, midfield 3, swapping out Gruev for Ampadu, Longstaff, Stack, Nonto right, Okafor left, Calvert-Lewin top. And it looks better already. Darlow in goal, of course. For Fulham, as I said, I think Robinson will start at left back. They've got a good keeper at Bert Leno, great centre-back partnership. We know what the midfield will be. Lukic and Sanderberg with King in there. Harry Wilson-Muniz, will they come back to haunt us? Who knows? But yeah, 1-1 for me, folks. Thanks as always for watching the Just Joe Football Show. Enjoy your Friday. I'll do a big match preview on the evening, and then we're locked in on Saturday for all the games, 4 games back-to-back, baby, starting with Arsenal, Forest, followed by Leeds, Fulham. And then I think it's Palace, Brentford, no, Chelsea. It is what it is, but I'll be there. Thanks as always, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds.